Hello and welcome. Today, I'll be explaining how to use the button interaction. The button is one of the easiest interactions to use in Mindstamp, but it's also one of the most powerful. Let's get started. Step 1, click on the button. The button is located right here. It's number 3 out of 8 on the little interaction toolbar here. We'll go ahead and click on that. Now, as soon as we add that button to the screen, you'll see that we've got a whole suite of options over here. Why don't we start by giving this button a name? We'll say, click here. Now you can also change the font size, the rotation angle, and much like everything else in Mindstamp, this button is totally customizable. So you can make the color match your branding, and even use a custom font if you wanted to. Next up, you can pause for the button. So that means that you can put the entire experience on hold and say, hey, until the viewer interacts with this button, don't even continue. Next, you can choose exactly how long the button stays on the screen. This could be a Get Help button that stays from 00 all the way to the end. In this case, it's showing for 5 seconds. And now, the Click Action menu. This is what gives this button interactivity. Check this out. We can say, hey, when the viewer clicks on the button, let's have it open a link or change time in the experience. We could have it switch videos entirely. Show a message, open an image. We can do nothing except for track the fact that it was interacted with, and we can see that later on in the reporting. We could play a video clip, an audio clip, start an email or a call. We can open a link within the same window, or even collect a quick free response. Hopefully after seeing this, the gears are starting to turn. You can figure out how many ways you could use something like the button. Let's go ahead and head back to this video, and I'll show you some example use cases. One example use case is a Contact Me button. Now this could be the teacher of a class or a real estate agent. Why don't we go ahead and add a button right here. And we'll say Contact Me. Now there's a number of ways that you could make this an effective Contact Me button. You could show a message that has the person's email and phone number. Or you could even start an email and you could specify exactly who that email is going to go to. In this case, I'll use myself. So, as a viewer, if I see this in the experience and click Contact Me, it's going to open up my native email, and it's got the person who we specified that it's going to be sent to in the To field and the title of video in the Subject field. It's that easy to get in touch with someone using the Contact Me button. Now let's get rid of this button and check out another example use case. With the button, you can create an interactive tour. Check this out. Let's go ahead and shrink this button down a little bit for scale, and we'll say bedroom. Now, keep in mind, you could have another button over here that says kitchen and one over here that says foyer. And in this case, we want this to switch videos. Let's check out the bedroom. So I'm the viewer, I click on this, and boom, I'm instantly teleported into another experience. In just a matter of moments, you've created an interactive tour. That's one more powerful way that you can use the button interaction. Why don't we go ahead and get rid of this one, and we'll show you yet another example. With the button, you can create a choose your own story. Watch this. Let's add a button over here that says, Save the City. Now you could have one over here that says run away. That way, the viewer is able to make a choice and dictate where the next step in the story goes. You could have it to where when they save the city, they go to one experience, and maybe when they run away, it plays a video clip and it's got the bad ending. Whatever the case may be, get creative with this. It's super easy and super quick to create immersive experiences with, dare I say it, the click of a button. Let's see how else we can use the button. Here are some additional example use cases. You could add a Learn More button that pops up an infographic when you press it, or a floating Get Help button in the corner of a video that stays there the entire time. You could add a Hear It button during a language learning video, or a Buy Now button in a Shopable video. You could even add an RSVP button that allows viewers to enter their information. And you can also add a Get Certificate button that uses Mindstamp certificates. So if someone gets a certain completion score, the button will show up, they'll be able to press it and get a custom certificate. Beyond that, there's so many more ways you can use the button. The real magic of interactive video happens when you're in the driver's seat. So get creative and have fun with it. Happy innovating.